Yes, YouTube, what's going on? What's going on? Another day in this ginger bearded man's life, reporting for duty. So it's Wednesday, the 11th of March. I've been out of work for about 2 to 3 weeks. So less, just coming up to 3 weeks to be honest. I'm in a good spirit. I'm turning down jobs and interviews of the usual offers. So sales, admin, customer service, account management, all your sort of typical monotonous jobs. I'm doing this for many reasons. First of all, I want to change my life. And if you want to change your life, you got to make big changes. So, first change is not panicking into a typical job, putting myself into the same boat that I've been in for the last 9 years, which is selling products over the phone, 9 hours a day, trying to hit a sales target, making other businesses a lot of money and only taking a small part of that pie. And although I was made redundant, I'm looking at it as an opportunity for me to actually start to change and start to potentially work for myself, and see what I can do for myself. Like I say, I've got some cash behind me, a lot of ambition. I'm a quick learner. I'm aware that I need to gain knowledge, and I'm willing to volunteer. I'm willing to go to workshops, which I have got one this Saturday, to be fair. Property investment. So even though I've not got hundreds of thousands of pounds behind me, I want to pick up that knowledge, and create a foundation. It might take me 3 to 5 years to get my own business. So I've got that in mind. It's going to take time and effort and desire and commitment, a lot of sacrifices, which I'm really good at. I've got a lot of self-control. I don't drink as much, and I'm really proud of actually my alcohol control, to be fair. Manchester is known for its binge drinking culture, going out, pub culture. So I've become a bit of a lone wolf, and not going to the pub, not going out to meet friends. I reckon I've lost friends through this phase, but I don't think I've lost the friends. I think friends are friends, whether you see them, 5 times a week or once a year. That's the type of friend I am anyway, and that's the type of friends that I've got, to be fair. You all know you are. I'm not going to lie and say I'm the most fucking popular person, like Shane Ritchie or fucking whoever, but people that know me know that I'm a decent guy, and a good friend, but I had to make some sacrifices because I didn't want to, continue to just get by in life. I want to create financial stability. I want to have a job that I've got passion about. I want to create a foundation so that if, fingers crossed, if and when I do meet someone and settle down and have kids with, then I can be the man of the house and someone that can create a stable environment, physically and mentally and financially, for my future family. Actually got a date this Saturday, to be fair. She seems like a really nice girl. So that could be the start of something new. Again, shout out to anyone who has been affected by the coronavirus. Obviously it's spread around the globe now. I think the current stage that we're at is, I think it's about 120,000 cases and just short of 400 deaths. 400 deaths, I can't remember. Very low percentage death rate. Affects people with pre-existing medical conditions, old people. So again, big shout out to yourselves. You're probably feeling really anxious about the whole thing. It's just about taking care of each other through times of crisis, and just doing whatever you can within your circle to protect each other and support each other and look after each other. I'm certainly not gonna self-isolate. I've been going to the gym quite a lot. There's a lot of people in the gym, but they've got hand sanitizer. You can wear your gym gloves. You can just keep going to the toilet and washing your hands every 2 or 3 times instead of like just at the end of your sessions. I've heard that if you've got a beard as well, that you're more susceptible to catch the virus, but as you can see, the beard is a huge part of my look, as messy as it looks at the moment. Women like beards and men won't have them, so I'm grateful for what I've got. As well as my bonnet is getting a little bit thin, but it tends to get thinner when I grow it. I do want to grow my hair, to be fair, this year, to see if I can do some sort of man bun situation. Not because I want to look like a woman, it's just I think it's a pretty cool look. And if I can obtain that type of hair length, see it as a bit of an achievement. I want to try and get into karate. Watched a comedy yesterday called The Art of Self-Defense. This lad gets mugged, and he always sort of was a bit of an anxious person anyway, but he got mugged by about 5 or 6 guys on motorbikes. Sort of self-isolated himself for a couple of months and then started to go out and was walked past a karate school basically, and ended up going in there, starting to do the classes. He just increased his confidence, and eventually he changes the person. He stopped being intimidated easily. He actually ended up killing his karate instructor, because his karate instructor was like an absolute psychopath. He would like video his students, and he killed the instructor killed the guy's dog, because it was a small little German Dachshund, I think it's called, little sausage dog. So he killed the guy's dog and replaced it with a German Shepherd. So the karate instructor was manipulating his students, and the guy that originally got mugged sort of clocked on to what he was doing and actually ended up killing him. The end scene is they have a fight, and the student's only a yellow belt, whereas the teacher is a black belt. So they ended up having a fight till the death, but the student actually had a gun and just shot him in the head because he knew that he couldn't beat him in combat. It was a funny film anyway. It's worth a watch, called The Art of Self-Defense. Jesse Eisenberg. I have done a little bit of self-defense in the past. I've not had many fights in my life, but if you've watched a few previous videos, I've walked away from verbal altercations in the past. And it's quite frustrating. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who can relate to that, and there's probably a lot of people out there who are the opposite of that, who've probably never walked away from a verbal altercation. They've probably just held their own or ended up having a fight or whatever, but I've always backed down. Some may call it a bitch, some may call it a pussy, whatever you want to call it. I'm man enough to say that, I have, predominantly walked away from altercations. I do believe that if I did have a fight, I could, look after myself. But I think there's always room for improvement, and again, it's all linked to, future wife and kids. You want to make sure that they feel protected, and that they're with a man, their dad or their husband is someone who can take care of himself and take care of them. So definitely going to look to get back into karate or self-defense, jiu-jitsu, MMA, whatever, in the near future, as well as getting my driving license. So I'm going to utilise this time out of work responsibly, and get as much as I can done before I get back into employment. But the ideal scenario is genuinely, if I can, find the right opportunity to work for myself. That is the goal, as well as other mini goals. So yeah, a lot of exciting plans, and again, the videos are a way for me to increase my confidence by communicating, trying to help others with a blueprint of change. A lot of people who have social anxiety or any form of mental health issue sort of struggle socially. Not that I've got a diagnosed mental health issue, but I have had my ups and downs, and socially I'm not the strongest, but again, I'm man enough to say that, and from where I've been to where I am, I'm a lot better, and that's through hard work and the willingness to try new things like therapy or meditation, breathing exercises, reading books, going to groups, talking to other people. So yeah, count your blessings, set yourself some goals, and let's hope this coronavirus depreciates so that everyone can get back to normal, and life can go on. Peace.